Taurus Rising, there's a full moon in your 10th house of Aquarius. What does that mean for you specifically? I'm Sook Boy, you're awesome. Let's talk about it. Your 10th house of ambition is the path to success, but it's your persistence, Taurus Rising, that will be the vehicle that gets you there. Do you feel recognized and validated by the role you play in the company that you work for, your public persona, your presence on social media, how people speak about you when you're not in the room? And is your role also respected or validated in your private world amongst the people you share that living space with, your family, your parents, for example? Now, the ruler of this 10th house, Saturn, is in your 12th house, which could mean that you're not getting the validation or the recognition for the invisible work you do, meaning you're taking a lot on behind the scenes and no one's actually seeing you do it. Therefore, you're not being recognized for it. Now, that Saturn is forming a square down to Mercury. Mercury's in retrograde, so there could have been a lot of miscommunications, a lot of logistics or technological faux pas going down that are very much holding you back. In some cases, you may have also become privy to what people were saying about you behind your back. Chiron's entered your first house of Taurus, and it becomes the apex of what we call a T-square for this lunation, not to mention the Pluto and Jupiter opposition. Chiron in Taurus and in this area of the chart could feel like you're lacking in some way. That might not necessarily be true, so if there is a self-worth or self-confidence issue, that's probably worth examining and or dismissing entirely. Chiron, after all, is the wounded healer, so it actually gives you an opportunity to really self-examine why you don't feel confident or why there's some kind of insecurity. Like, point at it and actually define it in some way. And think of the thought process of someone that doesn't have that insecurity. How would they view your situation? Now, Venus is in Virgo, it's in its fall, but it is in the 5th house, so take the good with the bad. In one regard, it's a perfect opportunity to refine your skills, talents, and abilities when it comes to your interests and your passion projects. The flip side of that is that it's extremely perfectionistic and therefore hypercritical of itself. Venus in Virgo is inclined to look at the glass half empty. In about 2 weeks, it'll actually move into Libra. This is a lot more favorable, but for the meantime, you might have to sit in that uncomfortable puddle. Just saying. Instead, and if anything, just focus on being consistent with what you've already absorbed and dedicated yourself to. Venus is in a pretty harsh square with Mars. Mars is in the 2nd house of Gemini. So there could be some stress or cortisol or hypervigilance around income and the way you create your livelihood. Financially speaking, you've probably been asked to circle back around 1,000,000 times over the logistics of some kind of deal or contract or financial agreement. This is a bit of a vibe kill. Again, it'll move off, but right now you probably don't feel like investing in yourself in any way, shape or form, especially financially. Psychologically, you're being asked to endure, but it's your consistency that will be the vehicle of your success.